we talked about the amount of time dedicated to meditation. A monk spends hours. It'd be nice if you could spend 20 minutes a couple of times a day. Sometimes you can't. 3 minutes before a meeting. But is there a minimum? I mean, if I asked you, Dave, can I get the benefit of a meditation out of a single breath? Is that ridiculous?
No, but you can.
Can you speak to that a little bit?
You can also do it when you're walking, when you're making your coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'd like to share with everybody here is this isn't something out of the ordinary. Meditation, this type of meditation wasn't created by a bunch of, monks all over the world sitting on top of a mountain, munching on nuts and berries, thinking about what am I going to do? And I'm going to create meditation. No, this is a common human experience. And over the millennia, they just worked on ways to make it, maybe to put it more in a technical frame, to make it more manageable, to practice it greater. So for example, a lot of us do this when you study, for example, and you're really focused on what you're studying. We have this thing in the military, we talk about situational awareness, really understanding. And so all those things are there. Meditation is just another way that can help us hone, or I could say polish the sword better, to use a military term.
I just saw a question from Robert that's an interesting one. Can one be mindful without meditation? I guess that'd be like being strong without going to the gym.
Of course, yes, but I would say that whether you realize it or not, being focused on what you're doing is a form of meditation too. When we're talking about meditation, we're talking about a specific activity where you're sitting in a chair, you're just following your breath. But when you're sitting in a meeting and you're really trying to focus on what other people are saying, and I have this blog I put on LinkedIn several months ago about the hamster wheel in our brain that's always whirling around. And realizing that's what you're doing and going back on track, that's a form of meditation. It may not, you're not just sitting in a room with a candle and incense burning, but that we're doing, what I'm trying to say is we're meditating all the time, whether we realize it or not. So the formal thing in meditation is just kind of a concentrated effort.